Well, folks, after 11 long days of jury selection, we are now finally down to 65 potential jurors in Brunswick. Now, that pool will be narrowed down to the 12 jurors needed to determine the fate of 3 Georgia men accused of murder in the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery. But now there is a question about the number of defendants in this case. So let's get right to the 3 things you'll need to know this morning. We're going to start with what is expected to happen today. So court members believe the process to narrow down jurors from 65 to 12 should wrap up by tonight. Now, they expect opening statements will begin as soon as tomorrow, but attorneys for the defense are suggesting they may file a motion saying the jury pool is not representative of Glynn County. The attorney for William Bryan says that he also may file a motion to give Bryan his own trial. He told First Coast News that Bryan only filmed the shooting on his cell phone and did not actually shoot Arbery. The 12th day of the trial begins at 9 this morning. And folks, on your side, Renata Gregorio is live for us in Brunswick. Renata, what do we know about the demographics of the 65 jurors? The makeup of this pool is pretty interesting.
Yeah, good morning, Keitha. Our calculations show that the jury pool is mostly made up of white women, but that is not the only thing that we are watching today. Each side in this case has something very specific that they are looking for in the jury, and today we finally find out if they get it. Today, on the 12th day of jury selection, finally a picture forms of what the 12-person jury to decide the fate of the men on trial for the death of Ahmaud Arbery will look like. According to First Coast News' calculations, about half of the potential jurors are white women, 30% white men, and black men and women, both at about 10%. Those last numbers of the number of black jurors is what Barbara Arnwine with the Transformative Justice Coalition, usually seen with Ahmaud Arbery's father, will be watching.
That we don't see a whole lot of efforts to strike black jurors, to just get rid of black jurors for racial reasons. So we're going to be watching the whole strike process tomorrow very closely.
William Roddy Bryan's attorney, Kevin Goff, says the jury pool is lacking Southern-born white men over age 40 without college degrees.
We are still looking at, for lack of a better phrase, the Bubba underrepresentation issue.
It's a demographic he calls, quote, Bubbas.
Interesting place.
Goff also says he is looking at asking to have Bryan have his own trial, separate from the McMichaels. We'll talk more about that coming up in the next half hour. Live in Brunswick, Renata Gregorio, First Coast News, on your side.
And folks, our coverage continues on firstcoastnews.com and of course on the First Coast News app. We're going to continue to stream the entire trial for you from gavel to gavel. Again, that's on firstcoastnews.com.